Well, that's what you get for having hope as a Cowboys fan. Cowboys by far have not had a good season, but over the past couple weeks, even though not against the best opponents, looked decent and like they were starting to get things together, so I believe they had a chance versus the Lions here. I even was foolish enough to pick them to beat the Lions in this matchup. I can't fault myself for wanting my team to win, but man, it is disappointing to watch this team play right now. Going a bit more detail into this video, the Detroit Lions won 47-9 over the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott only threw 174 yards with an interception, and our offense was fairly atrocious apart from our first couple drives where we got in the red zone but settled for a field goal, and then threw an interception in the red zone. As for the Lions, they did what they wanted to us. I mean, their first drive, they ran the ball, I think, 3 times. One for 6 yards, one for 7 yards, one for 16 and a touchdown. Not only that, but Jared Goff threw 18 of 25 for 315 yards and 3 touchdowns to various wide open wide receivers. As far as our offense, it was terrible. I mean, for the first 3 quarters, we had 16 yards of rushing. And when an opponent knows that you're not going to run the ball on them and you're going to pass, it is very hard to throw against them. Opponents don't respect our run game because we have given them no reason to respect it. And then you have Dak trying to play hero ball because not only do we not have a run game, but our defense lets our opponents score early and often, just like with the Saints game, letting them to score on the first 6 drives, just like with the Ravens, and now just like with the Lions. Lions put up 27 points in the first half on us, and so Dak has to play without a run game and from behind. So it is as obvious as day that we are throwing the ball, so they just sit in coverages to play against the pass. Like, it may seem like I'm angry at this, but I'm really not. Like, I had hope, and so I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed as a Cowboys fan to see the same old mistakes happening. We need a new head coach because Mike McCarthy cannot motivate these players. We come out of the gate terrible, always down immediately against better teams, and we can never overcome it because we don't have the right motivation. It is so frustrating to watch this team just let themselves get smacked around and do nothing about it. Next week, the Cowboys have a bye, and I think it's a much-needed bye after the total whooping we just took by the Lions. But then, when we come back in a couple weeks, it's against the 49ers, a team who's dominated us for the past few years. And I guess we'll have to see if anything that happens in the bye week changes the motivation to this team. But I really think with Mike McCarthy as our head coach, it's just never going to happen. Before the season, I predicted the Cowboys to go 9-8 this season, and I just think that that's probably going to be very accurate, if not 8-9. I just don't see this team making it to the playoffs, and if they do, they're just going to be one and done again, unless something drastic changes, and I just don't see that happening with the Cowboys and with Jerry Jones in charge. But that's going to conclude that. I appreciate all the support I've been getting in the shorts. Hopefully this video does well as well. And I would appreciate if you would like and subscribe so you can see more. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video.